Welcome to the channel, everybody. Knappster here, bringing you another Eden run. This Eden run will be a little bit different because I am doing commentary after I have already recorded it. I didn't notice until the last 2 minutes of this video that I wasn't recording the audio through my microphone, and we've had that happen before where you didn't hear any of it. So I am re-recording the audio only. So this will be a little bit different. If you enjoy the post commentary, let me know in the description, in the comments, excuse me, and I will consider doing it again in the future if I happen to mess up. Seed today is 693RP8CS if you would like to play along. I believe at this point I was looking up what the D7 did here. So that's our starting ZL item, as well as the speed ball, which is going to give us shot speed and movement speed, which is why our shot speed is so high and our movement speed is very, very good. Starting off with really great range, great tears rate, just bad damage. So we're just going to jump right into this here. I believe the D7, if I'm remembering correctly, after looking it up, lets you re-roll the room. So if you finish a room and it drops a consumable, you can redo the room with the D7 and go for another consumable. Really nice. Celtic Cross here, very nice, can add some protection to us. I think it gives Soul Hearts. No, Celtic Cross. I think the Celtic Cross has a chance of giving you either an invincibility shield or it gives you half damage. I can't remember which one it is. Celtic Cross is really nice. It's not like the Wafer in that effect. I believe it's, yeah, I think it has a chance to give you an invincibility shield. I'll check that right now while watching this run. Kind of a slower run at the beginning. Starting off with bad damage is never a good thing. Thank heaven for such a high shot speed and low tears rate, because we would be dead in the water if that were not the case. Put the cross here, there it is. Upon taking damage, you have a chance to gain invulnerability shield for a few seconds. Yes, and it is affected by your luck stats. The Celtic Cross can give you invincibility. So again, we're looking at a really good tears rate here, starting off with some good HP, good amount of money even. 9 cents right off the bat is really strong. Champion Monstro here, 2 Champion Monstros. That's not what you want to see in this room. I think I even commented while I was playing that I hate this room so much. And when you use the D7, here's a huge advantage of using it. If you use it, you could walk into that room, see 2 champions, and use it immediately, and it will turn them back. It'll still have Monstros, but they will be normal variants, not champion variants. So it can be very, very good in that regard. So if the D7 has a good advantage, you can either go for more consumables that drop after a room is finished, or you can just reroll champions. It does not work in boss rooms, because then you could just reroll easy bosses, get more boss items. That's not how the game works. So it does not work in boss rooms. Don't try it. That haunt shot, I was so mad at that. Little haunt's just lighting me up. Our damage is so bad that it's very difficult here to get a shot off and kill these little haunts in time before they can take me out. Little haunts are terrible. Just barely avoided. Big haunt here. Luckily our range is good enough. 28 range is incredible start. I'm surprised it gave us such a huge range stat. But starting off with that much range allows us to get all the way away from haunt and not really worry all that much. Haunt is clearly one of the worst bosses to have on 4-1, especially when you have bad stats starting off the game. Again, these aren't bad stats, just a bad damage stat. Let me make sure that's clear. These are incredible stats. If we can get some damage, we'll be just fine. And the Halo is a huge start, giving us an all stats up besides tears and shot speed. I think I decided to go back. No, just keep going down. We just had we had 3 keys, so I think I considered going to the shop there. But I think it was just better that we headed on down. Starting off with a 3-minute first floor is kind of crappy. So whenever you see me get a pickup, I consider re-rolling the room, especially when it's an easy room like this, because we could get another key, we could get money. More consumables is always good. We did end up getting another key. Now we get quad shot, that's right. Squad shot kills our tears rate, but it gives us 4 shots. We get a shotgun effect. With 3.39 damage, that's not too bad. Now our damage is pretty much shored up because we can walk in and shotgun these enemies here. As long as you're close enough, you can hit them with most of the shots. See a Tinted Rock in here, just barely got clipped by that guy. See a couple champions in here, we really need to not get hit. Get hit here, then we lose our Devil Deal precedence. We don't want that to happen. I think I considered re-rolling this room, but then thought, you know what, that's a terrible idea. So in a room like this, if you're about to get hit, a really important thing you can do with the D7 is if you know something's about to hit you, you're cornered, there's nothing you can do, use the D7 and restart the room, essentially. That'll give you a much better chance of surviving, not getting hit. Make sure that Demon Fire gets taken out, they can clip you from the side. I definitely don't re-roll this room. I'm almost certain, at least. This room was a nightmare. With this much HP, I did not want to re-roll anything. We're looking for a bomb so we can get that Tinted Rock and get more HP. We ended up finding the boss, so I believe I just went straight into the boss unless a bomb drops here. And did not. I re-rolled it just because this is an easy room. Not hard at all. Get a half soul heart, that's right. Locked into that. Get Monstro as our floor 2 boss, that's about ideal. Monstro, Pin, really easy bosses to not take any damage from. Ragman and Ponto, you really don't want to see. The Widow, anything like that would be really easy. We're able to get this Devil Deal here, cured. We get another HP upgrade, and also Tears Up with Quad Shot. Kills our shot speed a little bit, but for the Tears Up, that's exceptional. We do start off with Guppy's Hairball. We do not take Demon Baby because he automatically fires, and that's not what you want to see for a follower. You want to be able to control when they fire, so they're not impeding anything that you, like bomb that you might lay down, anything like that. I did a test before running this re-recording. So at the very beginning of the video, it makes a little bit of an odd noise. So I'm sorry about that. I don't think I don't think I'm going to edit that one out because it's just going to take too long to export another full video just for a couple seconds. So I apologize for that at the beginning. If there's a weird, like, a rumbling noise at the beginning, it should cut back in as soon as I start the video. So sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too bad. You have 2 Tinted Rocks that will go back and see. I believe that's what I did. I know there's 2 Tinted Rocks on this floor, but just got 2 bombs. You want to make sure that you use your bomb only when you need it. Oh man, I was really upset about that hit right there. And after getting a Devil Deal, it doesn't matter, like taking that Red Heart damage is not a big deal because we already got the Devil Deal. We don't need to preserve Red Heart HP anymore, but it's still frustrating that I got hit. At this point, I'm just looking for the shop because we have 20 cents, we have enough to buy a premium item, and we have a golden key, so it doesn't cost us anything to get into the store. Got a friend playing Splatoon. Fun game. I like Splatoon too. So buy the Soul Heart and get the World Card here. And I go for a little bit of extra money just so we can have some security going into the next floor. So if we get to the next shop, we have some spending power. And then going for the Tinted Rocks. I think at this point I realized, oh shoot, I should have maybe saved those bombs for the 2 Tinted Rocks. But it ended up working out. We got 1 bomb back. Found this other Tinted Rock. I believe this one pays out Soul Hearts and a key. So really strong start after a really strong second floor after having a slightly weaker start just because of our damage stat. So we're going into the 3rd floor here with a fair amount of HP, a lot of resources. We're doing really well. Okay, I like not to go in that yet. I think I changed my mind. Blood Bag's very good. I think I stick with Blood Bag. Blood Bag exchanges half a red heart for a coin, and it's very good in conjunction with the the counterfeit penny, swallowed penny, piggy bank especially. If you get piggy bank and swallowed penny in conjunction with each other, you can break the game really easily. Blood Bank always uses red hearts first. This point I'm showing off how to use Guppy's Hairball. The more enemies you kill, the bigger it becomes. There is a challenge that you can do where you just use Guppy's Hairball. It's the only way you can do damage. So right here I use the Blood Bag to create invincibility for myself. Gives you iframes when you hurt yourself, and it also triggered the invincibility shield. I think I stick with Blood Bag here. IV Bag, excuse me, not Blood Bag. Blood Bag gives you a speed upgrade and HP. IV Bag's very good when you have red heart containers, especially paired with the items I mentioned earlier. So yeah, stick with Blood Bag here. Guppy's Hairball is a fine little, I don't want to say it's an orbital because it does not orbit around you, but it's kind of like an orbital. It'll give you good practice for using orbitals, gives you good positioning. Got this terrible room in here. IV Bag's also nice because even if you're down to soul hearts, and you know for a fact that you're going to take damage, you can use it right before you get hit and create some money for yourself. You're going to use up, like if I were to use it now, oh yeah, I got hit twice there, I was so mad. My movement speed was just high enough that I started sliding a little bit there. Isaac Physics kind of kick you in the butt, and I was really upset about that. Those 2 hits of damage. So what I should have done was use IV Bag, but I wasn't anticipating getting hit there. But no big deal. We're down to 3 hits, or 2 if we get hit by champion. Right here, this is where we're in really dire straits. This room is horrible. A champion here, champion Globin dude here, as well as these little Ipecac shooting nubs. It's a good thing you didn't leave a great trail, or I would have been hit for sure. Just a really bad position. Just barely got out of it. Quad shot and our damage helped us out quite a bit. Our tears rate, giving us enough firepower to avoid getting hit, being clipped by anything. So we're able to get out of there unscathed. Luckily, don't know how. Get this horrible room again. We're just gonna keep on keeping on through this terrible thing. I think I said out loud, like, I'm definitely not taking damage again in this room. I almost did there. You want to play this one as safely as you can. Shoot from afar. Don't get caught in these mushrooms. Go corner yourself. The physics will bounce the little nub dudes away, or the poop guys away, dangles. But you want to be careful. Just be smart. Don't be like me. Don't rush in. Make good decisions. Still looking for the item room and the shop here. It's really nice doing post-commentary because I don't have to stress about the run. I can just watch it. And I can be like, what did I do? I can't even remember. Kind of exciting that way. Kind of an interesting start. You don't see quad shot too often. Like, I haven't seen quad shot in quite a while. I don't know if we've had it. I think we had it on the victory lap once on the channel. The quad shot's pretty rare. Inner eye as well, that gives you the triple shot. That one's very, very odd to find. You can get triple shot and quad shot. That's amazing. Okay, so IV Bag's very good, but this is the glowing hourglass. The glowing hourglass can reverse time. So, there are instances where you can, if you take damage in a room, you just use the glowing hourglass and you'll go back in time to the previous room. It resets consumables that you used, it resets any damage you've taken. It's very good in that regard. Very underrated item, if you ask me. So if I were to like reroll the shop and I got something like Steam Sale on the second one, the second time, I could use the glowing hourglass, go back, and act like I never bought it. Glowing hourglass is very good. Oh yeah, I went back and bought that half-priced red heart container because the IV bag can pay out with 2 cents. So it was absolutely worth it. I got an extra penny out of it. I mean, it's not very much in the context of the game, but it could be later. 1 cent could be the difference between you getting a premium item and you not getting it, or a soul heart and not getting it. HP that you desperately need. So getting plays like that are really important if you want to be a really, really good Isaac player. This room is horrible. But luckily, the knockback from our tears can really get this guy away. So I ended up electing to use the glowing hourglass. I go in for this full charge so I can do it again if I don't want to take that damage. So I took a full heart of damage there, but I said I don't want that full heart of damage. I'm gonna say no, and that's the power of glowing hourglass. It's really, really good. I've seen it used in the shop before. I've seen it where a player had Diplopia in the shop and he didn't buy it, and he re-rolled the shop, and the next roll was Steam Sale. So having Diplopia Steam Sale breaks the game. Used the glowing hourglass, went back, got Diplopia, and doubled the Steam Sale. That was Sinvicta, by the way. If I ever say watching a player, it's gonna be Sinvicta. I don't watch any other YouTubers. He's really awesome. I had a question on a previous video where someone asked me if I was inspired by Sinvicta, this YouTube channel, or if I knew him. I think that was very flattering. I wish I knew Sinvicta in real life. But yes, I did model my channel after what he does because he inspired me to start YouTube, play Isaac like he did. I've always really loved the game, and I've been pretty good at it. So yeah, really, really nice. I was inspired by Sinvicta to start this channel. You see right there, I used the glowing hourglass to get out of the cursed room. It does not negate the effect of going into it. So the damage you take walking into the room, you have to eat that. So I lost a half soul heart. It was only a half soul heart that I had to check this cursed room, so it's very much worth it. Glowing hourglass can do that as well. So we got the small rock right after getting I think it's Roid Rage. Yeah, give us a speed and a range up. Or is it no? Yes. Speed and tears. Something gave us it. No, the small rock gave us tears up. Speed and range. Two moving speed is too much. 2.0 moving speed is the cap, way too much. And so getting a small rock took our movement speed down 0.2, which is amazing. 1.8 is a little bit too fast, but it's way better than 2. And then we get damage up as well as a tears up. So we picked up the Liberty Cap, which I changed my mind about. I think it's a really good trinket. It can give you the compass effect, it can give you magic mush, mini mush. I think the variability isn't that big of a deal. I think the upsides are much better. So we get mini mush here, I think, because we got a damage down. So in this case, it actually hindered us a little bit, but it wasn't a big deal. Love the Martyr giving us a damage upgrade. The trinket we had before was the Tonsil. You take a hit, you have a chance to gain a Tonsil familiar that fires, and it either can die from enemy fire or it just runs out after time. It's not a very good trinket. You can only use it twice. Once you get your second Tonsil familiar, it goes away. So I was happy to get rid of that one. I think I'm debating finding the store, but I think I go against that because we only have 5 cents. Gertie here is going to go right down. You don't have any ads in this room. Gertie's one of the easiest bosses in the game. If you can get him to just fire at you over and over again, then you're safe. Didn't have to worry about a single thing. Polydactyl's going to give us 2 cards. I hate that boss room because it makes you pick up that boss item. If you don't want it, it sucks. So right here, I'm absolutely going to take Rotten Baby, and I consider picking up Cambion Conception. So I paused to look it up. Cambion Conception, the item on the right, after taking so much damage, you gain a familiar, and it's one of the Devil Deal familiars. So you can get little Brimstone, Dark Bum, Demon Baby, unfortunately, but all of the good familiars, minus Demon Baby, are there. Especially Dark Bum, little Brimstone. So it's just taking damage, period. So I decided to take it, get down to no red hearts. So this way, if we take enough damage, then it's going to be very much worth it. So Cambion Conception is a pretty good item, in my opinion. I've been playing as Lilith. If you unlock the starting item, Cambion Conception, for Lilith, then she can gain more familiars, and that can be exceptionally good. Ace of Hearts, the card that we picked up after getting Polydactyl, turns all pickups into hearts when you go into the room, or when you use it in the room. You can use it on a bunch of different hearts as well. If you have a bunch of red hearts in the room, use it, and you could get soul hearts out of it. It's not a guarantee, but you could. All the keys we have, I go for the shop. I believe I bomb both of them. tap the donation machine just a little bit. Considering Crooked Penny here, and the Mom's Purse, which gives us extra room for Trinket. But I think I ultimately say no. Crooked Penny's too risky for me at this point. The Glowing Hourglass gives us so much security. So I used the Ace of Hearts there. It didn't work out, but no big deal. We still have that world card. We're just going to head on down to the next floor here. Doing really, really well. We're a little bit low HP, but not too big of a deal. The worst super secret room of all time. We'll just head on down. I usually elect to do this room just because you can get really good items out of it. Head of the Keeper gives us way more money. Every time we hit an enemy, it doesn't matter if we do damage or not, we can get a penny, possible penny drop. It can be very, very good. Very, very useful, for sure. And these chests usually pay out with items for lots of money, consumables. Swing these stupid hands. I hate this room so much. Control bomb at the end of that. No big dizzle. So we're on depths 1, so we're not going to make boss rush at this point, probably. We're in a position where we could, but it'd have to be really fast. Do you find an Ansa's rune? So an Ansa's rune and a world card. I think I like to hold on to this for a long time. I hate these enemies. These are some of my least favorite because they go so quickly. Movement speed is so fast when they start to charge. It's a nightmare. Again, though, we have a Glowing Hourglass. If we take damage, we can just say no. And it does reset the Isaac overall timer as well, so it doesn't penalize you for using it at all. So if you're trying to go for boss rush, feel free to use Glowing Hourglass. It doesn't affect that. These enemies are just absolutely atrocious to try and kill on your own. You don't have piercing shots, it's crappy. We get Brownie here. Yeah, I remember fighting Brownie. Brownie's one of my least favorite bosses. Decide I really don't want to take a full heart of damage, so I peace out. Find a Tinted Rock in here. I decide to go look for the item room first. Just so we can have some more security. Unfortunately, we took a hit there, and we just have to eat that because we didn't have a full charge. So unfortunately, that didn't end up working out for us. We do find the item room. I'm absolutely going to look for the shop. Milk is an interesting item. If you take damage, I think it halves your tier rate, or it does -5. I can't remember which one. Very good item if you take damage, but it's all predicated on you taking damage. So we get the Liberty Cap to proc here. Shows us the compass effect. We just about taking a hit there. Did get, oh, it's a -2. That's right, it doesn't have. So milk doesn't do that. It was kind of interesting too. Oh my goodness, I was so mad about that hit right there. And we had to eat that one. So we're going to take a full heart of damage either way, but at least it was good to try and figure it out. I'd go for bombing these because they can pay out with demon hearts. Or nothing. We know this is a library because of Liberty Cap rocking. Check out this library. Man, taking another hit was awful there. Hated that. So we use the Glowing Hourglass. Go back in. Try again. Make sure we destroy this as fast as possible this time. And we find our library here. This is where I make the decision whether I'm going to keep the Glowing Hourglass or go with the Bible. At this point, our DPS is good enough, but our HP is not. I'm considering going for the insta-kill on Mom, or going for being able to reverse time. That's a hard one. So I elect to keep the glowing hourglass for now because we're exploring the rest of the floor. So I redo this room, look at this globe, and right away, no, he's gonna come after us. And then we want to take our time. Still took a hit. It's really annoying. And this room is interesting because it's a double wide room. We can just do it all over again. As you can see, it's resetting the timer every time. Kind of nice. So if you finish the room, you can just redo it as much as you want. Kind of nice that way. You can just be trapped in a paradox the rest of time, just doing this room over and over and over again. That'd be fun, right? Alrighty, finally do this room without taking damage. And we get a greed fight, of course, because why wouldn't we? As you can see, the fly from Rotten Baby is doing a lot of damage because of how high our base damage is. So that's really, really helpful. Get a luck upgrade here, which is nice. So I'm considering again, I think I'm going to go back, use the Chariot card on Brownie when we get in a bad position. We have a full charge in the glowing hourglass in case things go wrong. We take damage we don't want to take, which is likely. We do have a Chariot card, which is going to give us invincibility for a little bit. Gives us the unicorn effect. I just run in, do a lot of damage here. Kill as many little nubs as we can, little turtlings. We get another syringe item, Synchro, damage and range, which is going to give us Spun, which gives us damage, range, and, or just, maybe it's just a damage and a range up, I can't remember. Because we just got the speed up and everything. I drop everything here. I can't remember why I dropped Liberty Cap there. I think I just didn't want to deal with losing damage anymore. Or gaining speed, we didn't want to gain any more speed. So I was able to get right in the middle there. As soon as you walk through a door, you are directly in the middle of the two sides. So that's how you can 100% be able to hit two things at once like I did, two fires there that were directly in between each other. It automatically centers you. That's what I'm trying to say. So we go back here. We go for the... I was really surprised the secret room wasn't there. I didn't check. That was my fault. And go for the Bible instead. I think that's the best move. Pick up the Answers runes. Now we have 2 full mapping runes. Wasn't there either. I was like, well, you know what? I'm dumb. And I accidentally used the Bible as I walk in. Just kind of a couple dumb things right in a row. I was like, nah, whatever. No big deal. So we're going to head on down here. So I wanted to say thank you really quickly. I think I might have mentioned it earlier, or I might have done a test recording, I'm not sure, so I'm going to say it again. I've had, since the time of this recording, I've had a few, in fact, since the time of a couple more recordings after this video, I've had several more subscribers, getting view counts that are averaging about 7 per video now. So going from 1 or 2 views to 7 views and 10 subscribers is awesome. So thank you so much. I will be posting my tier list video, if I haven't already. I will be posting that after this one for hitting the 10 subscriber mark. It's not a big deal probably to most people, but to me that is a big deal. And the fact that I have 10 people that are willing to sub to my channel and watch my content is really a big deal to me. So thank you so much. I really truly appreciate it. It's such a joy for me to make videos, doing something that I love doing. So yeah, I think I was considering using the Bible in there to get those 3 cents, but 3 cents probably isn't going to help me all that much, especially for a full charge in the Bible. I want to make sure I have enough to go, a full charge to go fight Mom. So I'm just looking for the shop and the item room at this point. Got plenty of keys, so I elect to go in here. It's absolutely worth it. Get our 2 keys back, plus money and a bomb. And Our last item room is the D6. Okay, this is going to be one of my best plays I've made on the channel so far. It's ideas like this that you really need to think about in Isaac to become a really good player. So we haven't found the shop yet. We have lots of buying power, and we have the D6, which rerolls pedestal items. So now we can buy a bunch of pedestal items and just stock them up, and then use the D6 to re-roll them into something that is hopefully good, something passive, something that could help us, just something else. They can re-roll them into something else. So this is where making a play like this is really super important. So if you're a newer player or you want to get better at the game, this is how you do it. So again, you walk straight out of a room, you'll go right in between, you'll go right down the middle. So we go for getting these 2 fires at the same time. We didn't get any soul hearts out of it, but it was absolutely worth it to check. So just looking for the shop here. Check out this room. We do go for it because of the red chest, and it was absolutely worth it. Because of the soul hearts that we get from here. We get Husk here and Mega Maw, both easy bosses for us. Plenty of money paying out. And we go back looking for the shop. So yes, this is holding the D6 in this position is such a huge deal, because the Bible is more important to us to insta-kill Mom and Mom's heart. But having the D6 gives us an opportunity to get a bunch of items that we normally wouldn't be able to get. So you'll see what I do here, and knowing that we have another full charge is exceptional. So having all this money, you can only reroll the shop so many times before the reroll machine explodes. And when you have all this money, you're probably not going to be able to reroll through to find all the items you want in the shop. So it's important to just, if you have the D6, if you can just buy items that remain in the room, any ZL items, then you can reroll them later. So we do have a reroll here. I don't want BOGO bombs because it's not that important. I buy every soul heart I can. I buy a half-priced ZL item. And I go for rerolling the shop. I do buy Steam sale here. That's amazing. Now everything's half-priced. With all this money to go around, I do buy Mr. Me. I think I go for the broken stopwatch as well. Yeah. We have Mama Mega and the trinket smelter. The trinket we picked up was the broken Ankh, which has a chance if you die, you can come back to life as Blue Baby. Doesn't always work. I'm considering using Mama Mega at this point. I have no real reason to do that. Placebo here to pick up, just so we can, again, have another pedestal to reroll. I will buy the normal stopwatch, which is a huge play here. Get both the broken and the normal stopwatch. Get some more HP. I could have used Mr. Me to buy something, but I just didn't really think about it. Temperance Machine doesn't really help us out. So then, we pick up the so we're going to smelt the broken Ankh, I believe. So I think I'm considering it right here. I'm going to... Yeah, I pick it back up, smelt the broken Ankh just for security purposes, and then we reroll. Because we don't really need Mama Mega, we don't need to get into boss rush. There's no real reason, because we have the option to just use the Bible. So I'm considering chaos here. I do pick up options. The battery's kind of big. Jar of Flies is nice, but I don't want it over the Bible. Battery's really good here. Blue Candle's really good. I'm considering Blue Candle versus the Bible with the battery, because Blue Candle with the battery is awesome. I think I'd elect to not go with Chaos here because it doesn't super help us, and I recognize that we had another full charge. Not sure why I run back here. yeah, I was like, I guess I'll just go grab the Bible. And I'm like, what am I doing? There's a full charge. I can go re-roll the shop again. Making plays like this are huge. We dropped 90 cents on the shop, and we got a bunch of premium items for free. Starter deck gets rid of all pills, turns them all into cards. Pay to play makes it so we don't have to use keys anymore on libraries and such. Sack of Sacks is really good. I recognize at this point that we can't really do anything with re-rolling anymore. So as you see, when I bought that pill, it turned into a card after I dropped it. That is what starter deck does to pills on the floor. Very nice. So I just keep looking around here. Stupid Curse of the Maze shifting us around. But that was a huge play. We ended up getting both pocket watches, the battery, starter deck, Sack of Sacks, and pay to play for free. Just because we were smart enough to do the rerolls. So all the way down here to check out what these pills are they turned into, just in case there's something really good. A Yarrow rune is very good. So pay to play, every oh, why did I not go with a Yarrow rune? Oh, I did. Oh. Almost forget to go pick up the Bible, I think, at this point. Pay to play turns all key doors, double locked or otherwise, into pay a coin to get in. So it's like getting into an arcade. So very valuable for like the womb. If you find a double locked door, now it just costs a penny. Since we're not using money for anything else, it's perfect. So pay to play was a good choice here. Kind of a longer run just because of making all those plays. But those are the difference between life and death, I believe. Use the Bible to kill Mom right away. Pick up the Polaroid and head on down. Having something like the stopwatch and the broken stopwatch that help you kill enemies and create safety for you are huge. We got the stopwatch proccing here, so now we don't have to worry about enemies charging us. Because we have the security of being able to just knowing that the enemies aren't going to be able to get to us as easily. Can't just pop the chariot card here. No point in not doing that. And with pay to play and the Head of the Keeper combination, we're always going to have money. So we can always open locked doors with coins. Broken stopwatch proccing here. I will be doing the post commentary until the last couple minutes, and then the microphone turns back on, so I will I will not do a double voiceover or anything like that. That'd be really awkward. As soon as we get to the chest, I'll probably thank everybody for watching, and just do my normal outro type thing, and then I will cut. You might have some silence for a little bit. I don't want to get double voiceover, so probably when we get to the chest and do a couple rooms, then I'll thank you for watching, and then you'll get back to me figuring out how the microphone doesn't work. So yeah, it'll be really exciting. Fighting the matriarch here. I believe this was a no-hit matriarch, which is very rare when you don't have an overpowered run. We do have a lot of damage. Quad shot here is awesome. That dodge right there was incredible. I despise the matriarch so much. I think everyone does. It's a horrible boss. Horrible design. If you're good enough to make good maneuvers, see what you need to do, make a good move. So I go for the tears up here, I think. But we were already at the soft tears cap, so it just gave us shot speed, which is unfortunate. But we did not want this devil deal anyway. Betrayal's okay, and we would have taken it had we taken the red heart, but getting some shot speed was a better play overall. So we kind of lucked out there. We already hit the tears cap for quad shot, so we just kind of sucked there. Curse of the Blind's not going to matter. There are no real item pickups that we're going to find. It's really weird rewatching my video. I don't usually watch all the way through again. I just publish it. It's not a big deal. Red patch gives us, if we take damage, we have a chance of increasing our own damage for that room, which can be nice. Just looking for that boss so we can go kill Mom's heart immediately. It's a huge advantage of the Bible. If you did not know that before, don't worry, I didn't for the longest time. I didn't know that the Bible insta-killed Mom or Mom's heart, but it does. So it's 2 free kills on 2 of the bigger deal bosses. Kind of a huge deal. Burnt penny, every time we pick up a penny, it gives us a chance to get a bomb. And drop troll bombs, so I don't end up picking it up because we have plenty. We're fine. Red patch is probably better in this position just because of the troll bombs that burnt penny can spawn. Check out this room. I do go for it because 3 cursed chests is usually worth it. Wasn't really worth it this time, but that's fine. I do go for this judgment, I believe, because if it's a demon judgment, we have the Polaroid. That'll give us invincibility to hopefully get an item. It'll only cost us a full soul heart to use. I think I go for the judgment here. I'm gonna eat my words if I don't, but that's probably the smartest play. At least check it out. So I hope I do. I don't. I do not care about the judgment card, apparently. That's the smart play, though. Check out the judgment. It gives you a demon judgment. You have Polaroid invincibility. You can get full tap for free. There was no reason for me to take a hit there. I just rushed into that room. Don't do that. Milk does break the tears cap, which is kind of nice. It only does it for the room, but that's really good there. I use a bomb to get out of this room. Always do that. Don't force yourself to do a room. If you have the bombs to get out, just get out. You have no reason to stay in the room. I consider doing that here, but this room doesn't put me in danger, so I just decided to kill it. Kill all the enemies instead. Like I said, I'm not used to watching my own videos. This is kind of fun, going through and analyzing what I'm doing, kind of critiquing myself when I make a dumb play. So right here, pay to play is going to come into effect. We have enough keys that it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But had I been in a position where I didn't have a whole lot of keys and wanted to save them for the chest, especially with the arrow rune, this is a perfect opportunity. Get how to jump and telepathy for dummies, which neither of them are as good as the Bible. I do play this key judgment because we have so many keys. They're usually not worth it. Don't waste your keys on these guys. But that is an excellent trinket. Paperclip gives you free golden chests for the rest of the run as long as you're holding it. Looking for a tinted rock in there usually is one. I was considering using the Bible to fly over it and get some more HP, but there was not one in there. Not one I could see, at least. If you spot one, put in the comments down below where it is. I'll go back and watch it. Okay. Making our way through here pretty well. Just looking for that boss room. The one bad thing about broken stopwatch is that when it procs, it shows the enemies slowed, so you can't tell if they're champions or not. It masks their champion variant. That's kind of bad. No deal with the devil, so we're down to Polaroid invincibility. We should be good. This should be a GG for this run. Get Curse of the Blind. I don't think I elect to use the Ancient rune here. I want to save it for the chest and go straight to Blue Baby. Ace of Diamonds doesn't help us. This room is horrible. But we're able to get out of there unscathed. No big deal. I think I decided to go into this, go into this cursed room because you can get in for free. The sun. Sun will give us mapping. I think I use the sun and hold on to the Ans's rune. I should have inverted that. Should have used the Ans's rune and held on to the sun, because the sun can do damage, does damage to the room itself. So very valuable that way. But either way is fine. It gives us mapping. If I recall correctly, the chest is Curse of the Lost, so holding onto this Ans's rune for so long did not help us, which was rather hilarious. I held onto it for like a bunch of floors and it didn't even help us. Took a really bad hit of damage there. Took a hit from Daddy Longlegs because I was just moving too quickly. My movement speed is not always great. Don't always pick up movement speed. Go in here just because the secret room gives us a shortcut. Super greed fight, of course. Is this a quarter? Yep. Go into this big room. I think I just say nope out of this one. No, I do. I'd go for this one. Okay. I should have just noped out of it. There's no reason for me to complete this room. But not a big deal because I didn't take any damage. The blorbs can teleport like right in front of your face, can teleport on top of you sometimes, doesn't usually. Get a soul heart here. I believe if you get a soul heart from a justice card, it always drops troll bomb as well. I don't think I've ever seen it not do that. Just be aware, if you see a soul heart, get out of the way of the troll bomb. We're gonna fight Isaac here. We do take the hit, like dorks. Not a good hit of damage there. Really bad damage. But stopwatch helping us out immensely. It does not slow down those beams. That was a cheap hit in the game. Really annoying, but again, we've got enough security. The Celtic Cross giving us a longer invincibility shield there. Security of this run is very, very good. We're in an incredibly good position here. We're going to go into the chest with the Yara rune and the Ans's rune. And like I said, Curse of the Lost, hilarious. Held on to the Ans's rune for so long just to not use it. I will use the Yara rune here. And we're going to get a whole lot of nothing right away. Book of Shadows is pretty good. But Pinking Shears. See, just because we got this Yara rune, we got Pinking Shears, Spoonbender, Bloody Lust. Very, very good. Smart Fly's fine. We didn't get the Beelzebub transformation because we're one fly short. But Pinking Shears secures us the victory. I'm considering to go either way, but I ultimately go with Pinking Shears. It's just better. Kills bosses so quickly. Really strong. So yeah. Actually, okay, so I'm just looking at the time now. Hopefully that doesn't show up on your screen. I think it will. In fact, I'm sure it will. I've got a couple more minutes before the commentary kicks back in, so I'll keep going for right now. I think it's the last 2 minutes of this run. I end up finding out that the microphones aren't working. So I'll keep going for now. This room's kind of annoying. Just have to suffer through it. Super Envy kind of sucks. No big deal. Spoonbender really helps us out here. There's a lot of good for us. In a room this big, you shouldn't get hit by Super Envy, even if there's lots of them. Try and deal with the heads one at a time, unless you have the DPS to take out multiple ones simultaneously. Otherwise, it can get really out of hand. As long as you can contain it, just be smart. Golden Key eliminates our need for the paperclip as well as paper play. Doesn't really matter anyway. Okay. It's very habitual that I still pick up my keys and money, even when I don't need them. That just shows that you are willing to pick up things at all times, so you're always secure. So even if you don't need the keys and bombs and stuff, it's still good to pick them up so you get into a good habit of doing it so you don't miss stuff when you really might need it later. Find our first dead end. Wonderful. First big dead end. We did a lot of exploring. Another quarter? That's really funny. think it might be this point that I realize. Nope, it isn't. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Again, I just didn't have double commentary going. Double Dark One sucks. Hate this room. You get the red patch. I think. No, Bloody Lust gave us that. Sorry, when you take damage with Bloody Lust, it gives you damage up to the room. It's like the red patch, but it happens every single time you take damage. Much better item versus the trinket. Super good. Finding a lot of horses in this chest. It's kind of weird. Find another rune. Haglaz doesn't do anything for us in the chest. I can hold off on picking up that so I can use the piggy shears here. I think is what I do. Or I just hold the... Yeah, I hold the full charge for later in case we need it. In case we need to do a double pinking shears or a specific room. This room is awful. But with this much range, this much DPS, we should be fine. No real reason to get hit here unless you just get cornered. On a separate note, I'm starting my MBA program today. For me, recording this, it's August 17th. Starting my, or I guess re-recording this. Start my Master's of Business Administration program today through Idaho State University. Really excited about that. A couple days ago, I got a job that's paying for my tuition, so really super excited about that too. My job is through the school. It's a part of the program where it will pay for my tuition. I should pay for fees and stuff like that, so really excited about that. And I'm doing Hunchback of Notre Dame as well. So kind of doing a lot right now, but I'm really excited about it. Should be a ton of fun. Love performing, that's why I love doing videos like this. I love improving my education, that's why I'm doing my permanent degree. When I get my master's, it'll be my third degree I get. Really excited about that, so I think right about this time, we're getting close, so I'd like to just start saying thank you everybody for watching. I apologize for the mouse up on the screen and the keyboard commands and everything, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your support. That's why, because of the increased support, I decided to re-record the audio on this video. I think I mentioned later on that usually it's my fan base isn't super high, so it's not like a ton of people are watching my videos, but the fact that I have 10 subscribers now and getting consistent views means it's worth it. So this is a thank you to you re-recording this, otherwise I would have just posted an empty audio video. So thank you. I truly appreciate you. If you like the channel, you like the content, please, if you haven't already, subscribe, share with your friends. Like the video, it doesn't cost anything, it's free, so liking the video helps me out a ton. The more likes it gets, the better my videos do and the more they show up for other people. So thank you very, very much. I will stop recording audio right now, and I will switch over to Afterbirth. So thank you very, very much, and I appreciate it. Have a good one.
I hope that you've been able to hear me this whole time. I'm assuming you have. It was recording audio, but it wasn't through my microphone. I know the last time I assumed that was at the beginning of the chest, and I hadn't been recording audio the entire time, so I'm guessing you haven't been hearing my voice this whole time, so that's cool. I might go over this episode, if that's the case, and just voice over it, but that's really annoying. I don't have a big enough audience where I feel that's necessary. But I'm really sorry if you're watching this video and you got to this point without me talking, if I didn't voice over it. Take the time to do that. Oh man. I'm so mad. It keeps doing that to me, and I've made sure to check it to make sure that doesn't happen again, but it keeps doing it somehow. It's really frustrating. Okay, this chest is making me do a full clear, and I hate it. Especially since I just realized that I might not be recording my voice. It's double pinking shears here because we can. No reason not to. I'm so pissed. That makes me upset. But we're going to get the win anyway, which is good. I'm just mad about it. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please click that like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't take any time. Just click that like button. Subscribe to join the Knapp fam for more videos. I put new videos out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tell your friends about it. I'd love to grow my audience. And have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.